Historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the
responsibilities, much to say. Welcome to the channel. If you're watching, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I said, it's Super Bowl 59, Eagles Ravens 2. Lost the last two Super Bowls, the one in real life where the Eagles lost to the Chiefs, and the one where I played my first season and lost to these bum asses. Revenge, redemption, let's go.
Sunday of action. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season.
Jalen Hurts 0-2 in the Super Bowl.
You're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear. Touchdown!
Third appearance.
Devontae Smith with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins to the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Inside handoff here to Ricard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, no, his first throw of the Super Bowl is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
That was not supposed to happen. What the hell?
If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
3.5 to go, first quarter. They'll start by running the option to the right. The quick feet by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also first down. Jackson now. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now Scott. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. These two teams all tied after 1. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. The option right is Jackson. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. They're all the way in for the Ravens.
We gotta hurt this MFer, man, because this is getting ridiculous. That should have been a hole right there.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Tucker now to add the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start with both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going?
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Now Jackson. Got the connection here to Bourne. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken the tie. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. From the gun, a give to Penny. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson about ready to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass to his tight end Mark Andrews on the previous drive. And they'll start again here, 1st and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Here's 3rd and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing is Hurts. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just short.
Right, 3 picks now. Lane's hurt. This is looking like last year's freaking Super Bowl.
Injury on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. After the interception, here's Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Was this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game, so you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They're not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
He does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They've got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 74 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He's across midfield. Down the right sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson options out left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. But Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jalen Carter coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And out come the Eagles.
And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. They go play action with Hurts. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Shifts by him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Penny up the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Hurts to throw. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got Smith here. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 15. A minute 40 remaining. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 75 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time to survey the field.
Finally.
No doubt about it. If
The
there's no
2nd
pressure,
Lombardi
he's gonna
Trophy
continue to
coming to
pick them apart because
Philadelphia.
you have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.